In a time when everyone seems to have their own YouTube channel, Lil Tay stood out for many reasons. The self-proclaimed youngest flexer in the game became known for her attitude, bravado, and yes, her young age. There has been no shortage of controversy since she stepped on the scene, but could it all just be a part of her game? Before we find out, make sure to click on the subscribe button for more videos from the Taco. Now, let's talk Tay. Money. Bragging about money is the hallmark of a rap artist, and Lil Tay is no different. She claims to come from Atlanta, Georgia, where her family allegedly struggled to make ends meet. But now, she claims to have moved to the hills of Los Angeles, where money is no longer an object. She also claims to drive a car which is worth about $200,000 and own 5 different houses. Lil Tay claims to be the main breadwinner in the family, but if you're suspicious of this claim, you're not alone. Mother. If your first reaction to seeing Lil Tay was to wonder, where are her parents? You're not alone. A rumor went around that Angela Tan, Lil Tay's mother, was fired from her job at a real estate brokerage firm because of her daughter's growing notoriety. While this story was greatly embellished, there was some truth to it. Angela Tan wasn't fired from her job, but she was essentially forced to resign. That Mercedes 500 SL that Lil Tay bragged about owning, it belonged to Tan's boss, but she didn't have permission to use it in her video. Filming. We certainly hate to question the authenticity of a 10-year-old who brags about earning hundreds of thousands of dollars. But let's take a look at Lil Tay's real estate portfolio. Those 5 houses she claims to own, they were all houses under contract with her mother's real estate company. In one video, she bragged about owning a toilet which costs more than your rent. But the commode in question was one from one of the aforementioned houses. Angela Tan's boss claims he gave permission for his car and the houses to be photographed, but had no idea what Lil Tay's true intentions were at the time. Whoa, Vicky. Controversial YouTube stars have to stick together, so let's talk about one of Lil Tay's best friends in the biz. Whoa, Vicky is known for her outlandish videos containing offensive language, getting arrested at a shopping mall, and claiming to be black. Naturally, she and Lil Tay are close friends, and have referred to themselves as sisters in the past. And by close friends, we mean they use each other to get more views on their respective YouTube channels. Their relationship has definitely had its share of ups and downs, and it seems Whoa, Vicky is now ready to spill everything she knows about Lil Tay. Bad Baby. Whether you're a fan or not, everyone knows Danielle Bregoli, better known as the Cash Me Outside girl or Bad Baby. Apparently, Bad Baby and Whoa, Vicky have had some conflict in the past. Bad Baby accused Whoa, Vicky of using a derogatory term towards one of her friends while at a party. Never one to back down from conflict, Bad Baby confronted Whoa, Vicky, and the fight went about as well as you might expect. Lil Tay joined the fight, which took place in Los Angeles, but thankfully the girls were all separated before anyone could get hurt. Brother. When Lil Tay first started becoming a big name on YouTube, fans wondered how large of a role her parents played in her fame. After all, despite her blusters, she's still a young child, and it wouldn't be unreasonable to think she had some help. But according to Whoa, Vicky, it's not her parents putting her up to this, but her brother. She claims Lil Tay doesn't come from Georgia at all, but from Canada. Whoa, Vicky says her brother runs her YouTube account and coaches her on what to say. One video posted by Lil Tay seems to corroborate this, as someone can be heard telling her what to say in the background. Lil Pump. If you're wondering if there is anyone who inspires Lil Tay, the answer is rapper Lil Pump. She's long proclaimed to be a fan, and finally got the honor of meeting him. But of course, she couldn't just smile for a photo op. Lil Tay used it as an opportunity to throw some shade at Bad Baby. She claimed Lil Pump told her to ask Bad Baby to stop hitting him up all the time. Chief Keef. It turns out Lil Pump isn't the only rapper who has been spotted hanging out with Lil Tay. She claims to be working on a rap project along with Chief Keef, and announced the collaboration on her Instagram account. We can't say for certain if this is just another one of her exaggerations, but we do know she appeared on stage with Chief Keef at one point. Of course, instead of performing, she simply led the audience in a chant making fun of, you guessed it, Bad Baby. Name. Having a stage name isn't unusual, but we can't say for certain what Lil Tay's actual name is. No matter how much her parents support her, we doubt it says Lil Tay on her birth certificate. She's gone by other names in the past, including Lil Tay Turvali, Lil Tay Jetski, and Lil Gucci Taylor. But some people believe her nickname Lil Tay Cosgrove may be the closest to the truth. Many thought her real name may be Taylor Cosgrove, but it turns out this wasn't even close. Lil Tay's real name is Claire Hope. Money Way. Lil Tay has been posting on Instagram since she was only 7 years old, but it took a while for people to take notice of her. She started her own YouTube channel where she posted a video entitled Lil Tay Responds to Rice Gum, Sister Bully. By going after a big name on the YouTube scene like Rice Gum, she gained some attention and followers. Then she released her debut single, Money Way, which now has over 1.5 million views on YouTube. In the song, she brags about having copious amounts of money, smoking, and brandishing weapons. Father. Although he managed to stay anonymous longer than her mother, we now know the identity of Lil Tay's father. He's a lawyer named Christopher John Hope, and he prefers to stay out of the public eye. After Lil Tay's mother lost her job because of a Lil Tay video, we don't blame him for trying to stay on the down low. But because he keeps things so quiet, there are many rumors about him, and it's hard to tell what is true and what isn't. Disappearance. Up until recently, it seemed as though Lil Tay would do absolutely anything to get more attention on social media. But then, all of a sudden, she disappeared. Despite having well over 2 million followers on Instagram, she deleted her content, leaving up only a message reading, "Help me." Lil Tay also claimed to be under house arrest for unknown charges during this time. We couldn't help but wonder if Lil Tay was just trying to generate more interest, or if the young YouTube star was really in some sort of serious trouble. Accusations. When Lil Tay went silent, fans wondered if one or both of her parents had anything to do with it. Suddenly, an anonymous source appeared with some scandalous accusations against Lil Tay's father. The source identified themselves only as someone who once worked with Lil Tay, and claims to have watched over her career since the beginning. They went on to say that Christopher John Hope had gotten a court order to take Lil Tay back to Canada, and that he wanted to take her profits for himself. Allegedly, he had taken down her social media accounts in order to prevent his daughter from sharing the truth about what he was doing behind the scenes. Demands. While an anonymous source seemed eager to besmirch the name of Lil Tay's father, someone did speak up in his defense: Lil Tay's manager, Harry Zhang. According to Zhang, her father has 3 conditions, which seem pretty reasonable. The first is that Lil Tay stop making videos containing copious amounts of cursing. The second is that 25% of her earnings go into a trust fund for her. Finally, he wants her to revamp her public image into something slightly less offensive. The only surprising thing about this is apparently her mother and brother disagree with these demands. Custody. While one source claims Lil Tay was being abused by her father, her manager Harry Zhang claims none of the outlandish allegations have any merit. But the one thing which is apparently true is that her father got a court order demanding his daughter return to his home. Lil Tay's mother took her and her brother Jason to the United States from Canada, and seemed to be in no hurry to leave anytime soon. At this point, her father had no choice but to pursue the matter legally in order to get his children back to Canada. Scandal. His brother is named Jason Tan, and some believe he was doing a lot more than feeding her lines. According to sources, he was completely in charge of her accounts, and may have helped spread false accusations against their father. Allegedly, the claims of abuse were going to escalate over time, with the hope that eventually, Christopher Hope would lose custody of his daughter. Not only have the existing accusations been difficult to deal with, but Hope has been receiving threatening messages from Lil Tay fans. Controversy. We know this situation is extremely complex and convoluted, and this is no accident. Alex Gelbard was a former manager of Lil Tay, who revealed he had engaged in controversy concepts. This social media strategy involves stirring up conflict whenever possible in order to generate publicity. Apparently, Gelbard admitted he had been a little too good at his job, and things were getting out of hand. He claims Lil Tay is going to need a complete brand makeover if she wants to continue her career at this point. Ellen Dance. With so much going on behind the scenes, and Lil Tay's social media accounts remaining silent, fans have been worried for the young star. So we were glad to see that at least Lil Tay is alive and well, and apparently making appearances in music videos. A clip of Lil Tay and Rocco Piazza's Ellen Dance video has surfaced, and some suggest it was released by Ellen DeGeneres herself. But while Lil Tay may be the queen of controversy, DeGeneres is anything but. Hacked. When she wasn't posting music videos, much of Lil Tay's content was what is known as flex videos. Basically, these videos involved showing off expensive things and bragging about financial status. But after Lil Tay went quiet, all sorts of grossly offensive content started being posted. It was taken down within a few hours, and many theorize it was the work of a hacker, or even Lil Tay's own brother. We don't know who the culprit is, but one image they posted raised a lot of questions. Passport. Many of the things posted on Lil Tay's social media accounts were seemingly designed to be as offensive as possible. Someone posted a screenshot of what appeared to be the passport of Lil Tay. This document contained her real name. Along with this information and a photo, it also listed her birth date as July 29, 2002. If this is an actual document and all of the information on it is correct, this would make Lil Tay 16 years old, instead of the 10 she was claiming to be at the time. The drama never ends with Lil Tay. What do you think is really going on with this young YouTube star? Let us know what you think in the comment section, then click subscribe for more from The Taco. Bye for now.